Hello everybody, it's Aswis back again, and this is my last Manufacturers Cup episode on in this series, I guess. Well, if you're wondering why, or like why I fast forwarded all the way to the fourth event here in the Nürburgring instead of doing two separate videos in the last two races, is simply because there wasn't much that happened. But as you can see here, these were like pretty much the only highlights there. As you can see, oh my goodness, so many crashes. But yeah, the second and third race of this championship, there wasn't much to focus on, so it's a bit of waste of time to record them separately. So like these are just pretty much the highlights you can see here in the second event of the championship here in the Tokyo Expressway. This is pretty much all there was. And look at them, both cars heading into the pit lane. How diabolical. Only on the second lap, but yeah, it's just pretty much it. Just like a few, just like not that many overtakes to make a separate video. So like I just compiled it all over here. So this is where we just take first place. And actually we didn't pit here in this race because I thought we could do a zero stop, but how wrong was I, as I got a 2-minute penalty there. And that's when I learned that you have to make a pit stop, and I had to learn that the hard way. So we dropped all the way to 10th place, as you can see, instead of getting our first win, and we only get 7 points from the points system. And now heading into the third race here, we were first, like pretty much all the way in Autopolis, in the Autopolis Speedway or something, I forgot what it's called, but we spin, unfortunately, and that was 100% on me. Definitely, I'm the epitome of bottling stuff. It's not Arsenal anymore. It's just me. But yeah, as you can see, we completely messed things up, and there you have it. That was just like 2 consecutive wins thrown away just like that. First one being not knowing that you have to make a mandatory pit stop, and the second one being driver mistake, too much throttle, and we get wheel spin in the end, and we cross the line, finishing P4. So from 2 consecutive wins, ended up being a P10 and a P4 finish, which was not good, obviously, on paper. We already finished third in the first race in Fuji in the previous video, and now we are giving shambolic results like this. And yeah, it's just unfortunate, really. All that time of that practice just thrown away just like that. But as you can see here, we do display some sportsmanship, because I did apologize for hitting one of the fellow drivers here in qualifying by accident, because I think I missed my braking zone and I hit him in front, which probably messed up his lap. So at least both of us are cool now. As you can see, he replies with an all good as his reply, so no grudges here. So now in the main event here, we are in Germany now. We are in the Nürburgring, and this time, to end off the first season, my first season of the Manufacturers Cup, I will be racing in the endurance layout of the Nürburgring, which involves the old Nordschleife, the green hell they call it. So you can see, as we're doing our lap there, we did get held up by the Porsche. I still haven't googled whether it's Porsche or Porsche, but anyway, we got held up by that car just now, but I didn't know that was ghosting, so I assumed it was the same for the NSX here. But the ghosting just became very I don't know, selective or something, because we got hit by the NSX whilst doing our lap, which was of course distracting, and it impeded our lap. So like I had to do a bit of racing here just to get past, and we do get a better switchback and also a better exit. But of course we did get held up by that NSX, and this time we have another NSX in front of us during our lap. So like we're just trying to find a way past him. As you can see, he's impeding us a lot, and this time ghosting. As you can see, there's a bit of ghosting there, and he loses control after going a bit wide. I also did the same thing, but I didn't lose control. But I almost lost control here, but yeah, thankfully we didn't lose control of the car there. So now as we go across the lines, you can see the layout is very long. 8 minutes 15 seconds. 8 minutes 15 seconds. We only had time for like one lap, and thankfully that one lap is enough to put us in pole position. I think the rest either were too slow or made too many mistakes to just mess up their lap. So we're starting on pole there. As you can see, provisional pole, so like the win should be ours, so let's just pray that it happens. So you can see these are all the cars that you're pretty much gonna see, like the top 4, top 5. Well, I'm not gonna show the rest, probably I'll show like 1 or 2 more. As you can see, we're doing a rolling start heading into the final race of the Manufacturers Cup, and it's lights out and away we go. We get a huge getaway heading into the first braking zone, the hairpin. Really easy to mess up this hairpin from my experience. You can see we really go wide from here just like that. And now Captain Risky behind us in P2 is getting a good run on us heading into the next series of corners. But I stay ahead for now, heading into this left-hander as he tries to go for the send. But I turn in first. Obviously that's not my fault because I'm way ahead of him. But he does go for the switchback there. Really good setup of the exit from Captain Risky, who is driving in the Supra today. As we head into this hairpin, we are going side by side with Captain Risky, but he does go ahead of us for now, so I'll let him do that. You know, this is still early doors for us. It may be only 3 laps, but a lap around the Nürburgring and the Nordschleife is really long, as I've emphasized in qualifying. As you can see there, Captain Risky getting a bit loose on the car, losing a bit of control as I try to set up for the exit here. We try to go for a little bit of a switchback, and he does mess up the exit again, struggling to apply the throttle heading down this mini straight. As now we head into this long left-hander, really easy to mess up. As now heading into this corner, we actually do mess it up. Probably carried a bit too much speed, or I just didn't brake early enough. Yeah, I didn't brake early enough. But whatever it was, we do drop to 4th position. But the only thing that is giving me hope now is that the Nürburgring is a really long track, as I've just said like a minute ago. As I can see, the pink Porsche, or Porsche, I still don't know, gets a really horrible exit, and I tried to go around the outside, but he closes the gap. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait for my time, and that was the perfect time as he completely loses it on the exit. Same with the NSX here, but he didn't crash, but we managed to go past him. So 2 drivers in a row, 2 drivers in a corner, which is a really good thing on my part. So now a lap later, in the second lap, we catch up to Captain Risky, who's still struggling a little bit. As you can see there, he completely loses control again on the curb at the apex, and we just pass him. So right now we're just capitalizing on everyone's mistakes, which is a really good strategy. As I'm heading into the final back straight here, Captain Risky is right behind us, and he has a lot more speed than we do, but he's giving us a bit of a bump, so he's bump drafting me, and I'm getting a speed boost as well, but he's still carrying a lot more speed, as you can see there. So eventually he does get past us, as you can see there, the radar on the bottom right. And so now he goes past us. You know, he got a better exit in that right-hander. Nothing I could do. I'll just try to follow him as much as I can. And this time we can't really race him that much because we do need to pit, so that I don't relive my trauma again from the second race, as he completely bends it into the barrier. As you can see, I'm heading into the pit lane. You know, I don't want to make the same mistakes as I did in the second race in the Tokyo Expressway. So as you can see, that beautiful Aston Martin in British racing green heading into the pit lane. And I was wondering why they weren't putting on the tires, because I didn't even select the tires, for God's sake. So we select the tires, we refueled just a little bit for some reason, I don't know why, but now we head out onto fresh hards, and Captain Risky actually hasn't detected yet. So at that time, I thought he was gonna get a penalty like I did in the second race. But as you can see that we get a 3-second penalty for barely cutting across the pit line exit, or the pit lane exit. So it was a little bit strict, if you ask me. But you know, what can we do? We just have to put our head down and just pray that people make mistakes. Like this Supra ahead of me here, he completely messes up that series, that like set of corners, and I just set myself up for the exit. So now we're up to third, and now we're right behind the SRT Viper. I think it's a Viper. Yeah, the SRT, the Dodge Viper, rocking the 1987 Lotus livery, or 1985 Lotus livery. This was like what, Senna's time. As I can see there, he does mess up the exit a little bit, and oh, look at that, a bit of lag there. It benefits us as we now head into the uphill corner where Jan Mardenborough actually had a huge crash. I'm sure you all know. If you don't know, watch the Gran Turismo movie. You know, really big crash. But thankfully, it didn't happen to us there. So we do back off a little bit from the Dodge, because I didn't want to go side by side into a high-speed corner. So now heading into this corner where we made a mistake in lap 1, and the Dodge Viper follows suit. He was overspeeding a bit too much, probably didn't brake hard enough or good enough, and he just lost it there. As you can see, we served the penalty. You can see how much speed and how much time we lose, especially on a long back straight like this on the final lap. As you can see there, the rear view mirror on the top, the Supra in third is catching us just like slowly and steady. Actually, not slowly and steady. He's catching us. He's catching up to us quite a lot. As you can see the speed difference he has over me, and there's nothing I can do heading into the final few corners of this race as Captain Risky crosses the line. But for now, I don't think he got any penalties. As you can see here, we set ourselves up for the exit here for the switchback, going around the outside, and we steal second place from the Supra once again. Amazing racecraft, amazing overtakes from me, and he didn't even get a penalty, this Captain Risky, for not pitting. So I was utterly confused why he didn't get a penalty for not pitting, but I did. So I was like, huh, what's going on? But I was like, you know what, whatever, you know, finish second place. But kind of sucks not to win. You know, I could have won in the last 2 races, so I was like, it's a bit wasted. But yeah, that's the end of the Manufacturers Cup. 4 races, 4 races, 2 podium finishes, and the other 2 were just outside the podium. But we do get first in the area around where I live, but we didn't get high enough for the manufacturers rankings. You could participate like in these events like more than once, like each race more than once, but I was like, I just thought, you know, just participate like once in each event, like a normal race, like a normal season. So yeah, that's it for the Manufacturers Cup, really. A bit disappointing, especially with the mistakes from my end. But you know, at the end of the day, it's our debut season. We'll probably do more of these if I feel like I want to. But yeah, that's it anyway. Thanks for watching, and time for me to sign off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll get out now. Bye bye.